that means that we now introduce you to our finalists in this men's 400 freestyle, and this should be an absolute cracker as well. A couple of very handy Americans swimming out of 4 and 5. Asanate, why don't you introduce us to our swimmers here tonight?
Japan's Riko Takaki is in lane 1. Long Chang from China took out the gold in the 1,500 meters in the first night of competition, is in lane 2. Brendan Smith from Australia took a bronze in the 4x200 relay last night, is in lane 3. The top seed Ross Dant of USA, of course, got a bronze in the 1,500 meters freestyle, is in lane 4. Ethan Heasley of Team USA is in lane number 5. Silas Harris of Australia is in 6. Taiki Hayashi of Japan is in 7. And Alexandra Kotelnikov of Canada is in lane number 8.
Well, a couple of boys here really pretty excited to be going hard out. And that's Ross Dant there just acknowledging the competition. The Americans are getting a little bit pumped for this. I tell you what, Ethan Heasley put in a super swim this morning too to be in lane number 5. He did a 3:55.14. And Hayashi as well, the Japanese, in lane number 7. He also a big PB tonight. But the Australian Brendan Smith there in lane number 3, just eyeballing the Americans. Not getting involved in the histrionics at the start of this final. 400 free. About to get underway. The wind gusting once again across this beautiful aquatic centre here tonight. Cheng there just taking his time. He did this the other night as well, the great Chinese. He's the 1,500 metre gold medal swimming out of lane number 2. Some real style, and I tell you what, in lane number 4, broke into his style really early. That was Ross Dant, the American. The 3:54.87 qualifier in the middle of the pool really got into his stroke very quickly indeed. Watching him very closely in the green cap is the Australian in lane 3. That's Brendan Smith. Smith swam the 200 the other day, the fly-in. The 400 IM comes out the Nunawading Club in Victoria. Green cap is there. Just turning at the moment is Heasley. Did a big PB this morning to get into this final. Cheng is there as well, the 1,500 metre man from China. Don't write him off. Could be very interesting over the 400, Asanate.
Yeah, looking very good is Brendan Smith from Australia. They're pretty much very even, but out here in lane number 1, you have Riko Takaki of Japan, who's just slightly ahead of the rest of them.
Yes, he swam just a straight 4 minutes to get into this today, but once again, you just simply cannot write the Japanese off. You give them a snip of a podium, and they're going to be there or thereabouts. So they've been doing it for the last 2 nights of gold medal competition here at the Junior Pan Packs. Big battle looming, however, out in the middle of the field, I would suggest, against the 2 Americans. The 2 Americans are Ross Dant swimming 4, Ethan Heasley in 5, and also the Australian Brendan Smith in lane number 3, just looking over as he goes into that turn as well, just eyeballing those Americans. Dant at the moment leads. In second place is Smith, the Australian, and Heasley now just dropping back to 3, so they're just beginning to bip and tuck at the moment, and you can see that Dant is just raising the workload as well. He wants to put in something here. He's lifting his head very high as he swings that big left arm of his over very high, Asanate.
Yeah, looking very good is Ross Dant, of course, the top seed coming into this race at 3:54.87. He turned really well and just maintaining his lead at the moment as well, ahead of course, his compatriot Heasley. But Brendan Smith from Australia is also staying right there.
He is indeed, and you can see Smith breathing to his left. He's watching the Americans. He's got Heasley in his sights. He knows Dant is maybe about a quarter of a body length ahead of him. And I tell you what, stalking the 3 of them is in lane number 2. That's Cheng, the Chinese swimmer. Put in a super 50 then. He's going to be there or thereabouts as well. This is going to be absolutely frenetic to the end. Dant leads at the moment. Smith is there as well. So too is Heasley. So too is Cheng. So it's USA, Australia and China at the moment, and Smith is beginning to up his workload as well. Heasley trying to stay on with them. There's Dant, he's controlled the race very elegantly so far, beginning to make a little bit of a move as Brendan Smith really beginning to power it out. The Australians had a big session early on tonight. We're reminded about the huge sacrifices they've made to get into this team, and I think Smith is really beginning to respond. It might be be having some sort of a impact on him. Here come the Americans, here comes the Australian, and also China there as well.
Yeah, Chang got the 1,500 meters gold in the first night of competition. He's staying right up there with the leaders. Of course, Brendan Smith from Australia just below, of course, our leader at the moment, Ross Dant, and the other USA swimmer, of course, Ethan Heasley.
So it's Dan first. Heasley's moved into second place. Here comes Smith. Chang trying to make a bit of a move as well. And here comes Smith. He's really beginning to work hard. The Australian knows that he's going to try and get over the top of Heasley. He's done that. And now the Australian's got the other American in his boat. Dan knows he's got a fight on his hands. Dan is really beginning to lift. So too is Smith. Dan holding on. Dan gets it. Just Smith second. Heasley third. Chang in fourth. Great swim. The Americans have done it, but the Australian Brendan Smith out of Tanawadi in Melbourne, he's split them. That's a big swim. He's responded. The Australians are going well in the pool tonight, Antonio.
Whatever was told to the Australians, they've really responded here in day 3 of competition. Of course, leading the charge for them was Lani Palista, who's gotten the second gold for Team Australia here in day 3 of competition. But what a swim from Brendan Smith. He was putting it all in there, but Dan Ross really had to work hard to the end. But a wonderful showcase from this young man from Team Australia. Dan just getting ahead of Brendan Smith. What a swim.
What a swim it was, and what a night. We told you that if you hung around on Fiji 1, you'd be seeing some super swimming. The Aussies mean business. They were sat down as a group earlier on tonight, reminded